All right, so let's start in the middle of our mats. So we're just going to inhale the arms up and then exhale, bring them down towards the heart center. Integrating the head and neck, so lifting the chin off the chest and bringing the chin down. Fully circling those arms back and around. As you come past the hips, really open the chest, lead with those thumbs up. And then pull it down, pulling your shoulder blades down your spine, really engaging those muscles. All right, last one like this, and then we're gonna add on. So the add-on will be to pull those elbows together as you pull it down. Inhale, lift. Pull the elbows in. Still using the head and neck, separating the arms, coming up, lifting the chin. Think of following the thumbs down with your eyes. Squeezing those elbows together, stretching through that back. Inhale as you lift. Exhale as you lower down. 2 more. Last one. Come down into the legs. Bring it up. Exhale down. Bring the hands together. Elbows together. Drive it up. So you're reaching the hands back as if you're trying to touch something with your fingertips before you open the arms and then pull them down. Coming down. Coming up. Inhaling as you lift. Open the elbows. Exhale down. Bring them in. Inhale, lift. And exhale down. Nice long breath, inhaling up. And exhale down. Squeeze those shoulder blades down. 2 more. Last one. Excellent. Inhale, step the legs the width of your mat. Inhale the arms up. We're going to exhale over. So you're going to bend your arms. You're going to put one behind your back as you reach over. Inhale, reach long. Exhale over. Think of opening up that side body. So really allowing your armpit to kind of open up towards the ceiling. So don't collapse forward, open towards the back. Almost think of using that hand behind the back to help you open up and over. Use it almost as a bracing the hip and then coming up and over. Allow those hips to start to shift over, opening up. Inhale to the center, exhale over. Two more each side. And last one here. Excellent. Inhale up. We're going to turn those feet out. So you may have your toes off of your mat. Your heels may still be on your mat. Exhaling down, sweep to the floor, hinge forward, inhale, lift. Imagine really lifting, pulling something up, engage those biceps. Exhale, pull down, engage the back, and then hinge forward to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull down, and then hinge to the floor. Remember, as you're pulling down, make sure you don't arch into your back. Keep your bottom slightly tucked under, like you're sliding down the wall, and then you peel off the wall, reach to the floor, and then inhale, sliding back up the wall. Really paying attention to activating those muscles as you squeeze down, hinge, peel off the wall, and then roll back up onto the wall, squeezing those shoulder blades. Exhale down. Continuing to exhale as you hinge. Inhale up, nice long breaths. Exhale, squeeze those shoulder blades. Think of squeezing the air out of your lungs all the way down to the bottom. And inhaling up. 4 more. Really pull down. And push up, engage those biceps. Exhale, last 2. Peel off the wall. Inhale, lift. And last one. Peeling off the wall and coming up. Excellent. We're gonna exhale down. We're gonna open into a warrior 2, facing your right. So we're gonna pull it in. We're gonna exhale, press as if pushing that knee against a wall. And then inhale, straighten. Exhale, so you're gonna rotate your thumbs down, push out and away. So we're internally rotating the shoulders, then externally rotating as we pull it in. Exhale, and inhale. Again, allowing that knee to track over that pinky toe. Check in, make sure your hips aren't dumping, have them nice and level. Two more. Last one. Holding here. We're going to rotate one hand back while the other one goes forward. So rotating those hands. Apparently I forgot to hit go. Keep rotating. Two more each side. And last one. Excellent. Still holding our base. Check in. Make sure those hips are nice and level. Shoulders are back and down, stacked over those hips. We're going to open the arms, cross at the wrist, alternating which hand is in front. Inhale as you open, exhale as you cross. So we're slowly working our way up to those elbows, working our way into those eagle arms. And a little maybe past the elbow, if that's comfortable for you. Reaching those arms, those hands all the way back to the shoulders. Couple more each side. So the next time that right arm ends up on top, I'm going to go into those eagle arms. So bring them across, and I turn into those eagle arms. Checking in with that base. Remembering to breathe, gently lift those elbows up just a little bit. Feel a little bit of stretch in the back of the shoulders. And exhale, release the hands down. Inhale the arms up. And exhale, we're going to straighten that leg. We're going to press forward, come down onto the shin into triangle, reach back up towards the ceiling, and then come back into a warrior two. Straighten the leg, reach just onto the shin, then reach up to the ceiling, and then into that warrior two. Straighten the leg, stretch down to that shin. Lift, come up and bend. Straighten, reach, lower, and lift, and then into that warrior two. You got it. Nice and controlled movement. With each exhale, slowly work your way down towards the ankle or the floor. Reach, come on over, come back up to the ceiling, bend that knee. Beautiful. Straighten the leg, reach, coming down. Last four. Two more. And last one. Excellent. Inhale up. Exhale the arms down. Holding here for just a moment. Shoulders back and down. Little lift through the legs. Little lift. As you lift that pelvic floor. Think of squeezing those inner thighs. Four, three, last two, last one. Lower down, inhale, lift. Exhale the hands, heart center, grab a drink. We'll move over to the other side. Woo. All right, setting up for that warrior two. On the other side, remember we're inhaling, pulling it in. Thumbs go down, exhale, press out into that warrior two. Inhale, come in, check in, make sure your hips are nice and level as you drive over with that knee. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. Holding it in. Remember, imagine you've got weight that you're pressing through and that you're pulling in. Really actively engage those muscles. Allow that knee to track over those pinky toes. Last four. Last one, holding here in that warrior two legs. Come back to center, check in. Hips nice and level, shoulders over those hips. We're gonna start crossing at the wrist. Inhale, open. Exhale, cross. Slowly working your way up towards that elbow. Squeeze those shoulder blades back and down. Start reaching those hands towards your back. Next time that left arm ends up on top, feel free to move into those eagle arms if your shoulders want to play that way. Remembering to be comfortable with where you are today. Whew. And remembering to breathe. Still lifting through those arches. Give you just a little lift with those elbows. Stretch into the back of the shoulders a little bit more. On your exhale, release those elbows down, release the hands. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back into that warrior two. Excellent. We're gonna straighten that leg, reach forward, come into that triangle, starting on the shins, reach up towards the ceiling, and then bend the knee back into that warrior two. Straighten the leg, reach, coming down to that shin, coming up, bending that knee. Remember, with each exhale, we're working to come down just a little bit more towards our triangle. Don't forget to reach up, engage those internal obliques to come into that warrior two. Halfway there. Last two. Reaching towards that floor. Last one here. Excellent. Inhale up. Come back to that center. Pull down. We're going to go left to right. Push with the hands against each other. Over to your right shoulder. And then over to the left. Shifting your weight. If you need to adjust your stance so you can go a little wider, feel free to do that. Toes are turned out towards the front corners of your mat. Four more each side. Challenging yourself to go just a little bit deeper. Last two, we'll meet right back here. Last one on this side. Excellent. We're going to come over here. We're going to place the hands on the floor. Little lift. So lower, lift. Lower, lift. So you're lowering into that hip and lifting out. Last two. Last one. Walk yourself all the way over to the other side. Little pulses here, lower and lift. Last two. Last one. Walk your hands to the center. Walk your feet in. They're about the width of the mat. We're going to drop the hips down. Press the elbows into the knees, opening the legs. We're in that sumo, if you will. Lift your hips so the knees are at 90 degrees. So don't drop your hips down. So you are internally supported. Gently pressing the knees against the arms out against the legs. A little dynamic tension in the upper and lower body. Excellent. Release the hands to the floor. Coming back up. Walk the feet out just a little bit. You do want your feet parallel to one another. Place one hand on the floor. Other hand comes up to the back of the hip to start. Soft bend in the knees. Weight in your heels. Knees are bent. So if I asked you to, you could lift those toes up. Excellent. Inhale, come all the way back to the center. Change hands. Again, bend those knees slightly. Bring that other hand on the back, on your sacrum, looking over the shoulder or towards the floor. Find what works for you today. And on the exhale, coming back to the center. Moving back to that first side. If you would like, you can come a little deeper into your straddle, engaging those feet, lifting through the arches. So we're going to start on the back of the hip. Again, you can look at the floor or ceiling. Once you feel like you've got your grounding, feel free to lift that hand up to the ceiling, then pull yourself out of that bottom hand, internally supported, into our windmill. Of course, if your shoulder's not happy with that today, you're more than welcome to take it back to where we started on the hip. And exhale, release down, release those hips, hands to the floor for just a moment. Exhale, coming up. Over to that other side. Make sure those feet are nice and active. Arches are lifted. Start on the low back. Gently looking over the shoulders. When you're ready, you can take that arm long. And if you choose to, come out of that bottom hand. Exhale, release that hand to the floor. Lower those hips down, left to right. When you're ready, take and bend that left knee, taking it to the floor, extending that right leg out to the side, coming up into our gate position. Shoulders back and down. So the arm is lifted. Make sure you keep it in the joint. Do not lift like you've got the burning question. Shoulder blade back and down. Other hand is out to the side. So we're gonna follow our hand with our eyes. So you've got your hand in your little superstar hands. You're gonna follow your thumb to the front and then back out to the side. Bring your eyes and your thumbs to the front while you still keep that other hand up. Last two. And last one. Holding this arm out, imagine you're like pressing against the wall and to like open the shoulders back and down. So this one, we're gonna look up Follow it out to the side, and then slowly follow it back up. If this is too much on your neck, you can keep your eyes to the side when you lift your arm, if that's not comfortable. So we're looking to the side and gently looking up. Looking to the side and then tipping the chin up. Two more like that. And last one. This time we're going to follow it all the way to the floor, coming all the way over into a side angle. Excellent. Shoulders back and down, arm is open, soft bend in the elbow. So right now we're just going to gently let our head hang for just a few breaths and then lift it up. So we're just using the weight of the head to strengthen the side of the neck. So don't think so much of like using the left side of the neck to pull the neck down. Let gravity pull it down, releasing that right side of the neck, and then engage that right side of the neck. Last one. Bring it up, cartwheel all the way up. Release that leg down. You're gonna interlock your fingers behind your back. So we're not going into a camel so much as rolling the shoulders back and down, opening the chest. So kind of anchor your arms against your back, your bottom, bend the elbows, pull the shoulder blades back and down. Two more breaths here. And exhale, release. Grab a drink. We'll go into gate on the other side. Sticking that leg out. Checking in, you want that soft bend in the knee, reaching towards the outside blade of the foot, the arch is lifted, your toes are engaged. That arm is reaching up, not like we've got that burning question, it is in the joint. This hand is out to the side. So we're gonna watch it come to the front and out to the side. So we're just turning our head to the front and then out to the side. Keeping your eyes on that thumb. Last one. Out to the side. Excellent. Now we're going to look up and over to the side. Looking up and over to the side. So we're just tipping that chin up, bringing the back of the head towards that opposite shoulder. Maybe two more. And last one. Excellent. We're going to cartwheel all the way over onto the floor. Bringing that arm up. Soften that elbow. Shoulders are nice and soft. And we're going to allow gravity to let the head come down. Engage the left side of the neck to lift it up. Releasing, allowing gravity to pull it down. And then engaging to pull it up. Last three. Last one. Excellent. Cartwheeling all the way back up. Woo! Bring that knee underneath you. This time we're going to go a little wider with the elbows. So think of like putting your hands in your back pockets, shoulders back and down, pressing your hands up towards your bottom, while your shoulder blades are coming back and down. So once again, we've got a little dynamic tension going on there. Few more breaths here. And exhale, release. Coming all the way down into a seated position. Grab a drink. Extend that right foot out. All right. So we're going to be using the upper body and the lower body. So the foot is going to be coming from a flexed position to a pointed position. So just as we were watching our thumb before, we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to bring our hand over. As we pull the hand, we're going to point the toe, pull the thumb all the way back and open, and then bring it around, open the hand, flex the foot. Start to point the foot as you pull that arrow, send it all the way out, open the hand, toe is still pointed, coming back to the front, start to pull that toe up. Point and pull, pulling that shoulder blade back, open that hand, follow it around. Once it's in front of the navel, pull the toes up. Pull it back, point, follow it, open the hand, breathe in front of the navel, and flex that foot. Pull and point, follow it around, open the hand, in front of the navel, flex that foot. Pull and point, open the hand, pull it around, flex the foot. Last three, pull and point, following that hand, flex that foot. Give me two more right here. And flex. Last one. And flex. Excellent. Pull the hands in, heart center. So that leg that was extended, bring that to the front. We're going to sit up nice and tall, reaching the elbows towards the front of the knees. If you're not able to do that, that's okay. We're going to lengthen through the spine and hinge forward. If you're able to anchor with the elbows, you can get just a little bit more length. You're just going to hinge over those legs, stretching into that low back. Release that dynamic tension, extending the arms out over the legs. Kind of walk those fingers out just a little bit. Still pressing your sits bones into the floor. Slowly bringing the hands back by the feet. Slowly as you exhale, think of stacking your vertebrae up one at a time on top of each other, and then sitting up nice and tall. Shrug those shoulders, squeeze, 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 and then roll them back and down. Release that leg that's closest to you, so your left leg should come out. Right leg comes in. Sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders backing down, going into that shooting warrior, seated. All right, hand is out. You're gonna reach in front of that hand, gently pull back as you pull, point that toe, follow that thumb around. Open the hand. When it gets in front of the navel, flex the foot, bring it in. Pull and point. Bring it around. Flex the foot. Pull and point. Bring it around. Flexing that foot. Exhaling. Inhaling. Nice long breath. Last two. Last one. Excellent. Bring that knee in front. Sitting up nice and tall. Once again, you can anchor your hands here, lengthen through the spine, hinge forward. Or you can anchor with your elbows, lengthening through the spine to come forward. As you exhale, feel free to come a little closer to the floor if your body's comfortable with that today. And slowly walking yourself up. Shrug those shoulders up and back. Come out into a nice straddle position. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of thinking. So just like we've done our rotating with the arms, bending the elbows, we're gonna alternate with the legs. So you're gonna bend one knee, foot is flexed while you point the other. The hands are gonna be heart center. So when that knee comes up, you're sitting up tall, slightly hinged, reaching that knee towards that elbow as you bring it in. Lower down. So that main knee, you need to like kind of glide your knee up, pulling your heel into the floor, and then pressing out, pulling it up. So a little active mobilization coming from the hip and the knee. Think of anchoring your heart center on your thumb so you are seated nice and tall. Alternate that knee and the point. So think of exhaling when you land here. Inhale as you move and exhale as you land. Couple more each side. Last one here, and last one here. Bring both knees up. So you're gonna gently rotate out. So you're pushing your elbows into your knees, so your knees kind of fall out, and then press your knees up so your toes are facing the ceiling. Pressing out and in. So your arms are working out against your legs, and then your legs are working against your arms. So legs are resisting the arms, and then the arms are resisting the legs. Exhaling as you press out, inhale as you pull it in. Exhale, press, inhale as you pull in. Adjust your feet if you need to. Last one, excellent. Bring that left leg in front. Going into our mermaid legs, right leg to the back. We're gonna exhale over the legs. Inhale up, come down to the forearm. Exhale all the way over. Inhale, lift. Exhale over. Inhale, lift. And exhale over. Taking your time, allowing that side body to open. Nice long exhales, allowing that air to fully leave the lungs. Quick inhale and long exhale. Last 3. Last one here. Inhale, back up to the top, sitting up nice and tall. When you exhale, I want you to rotate towards that back foot. That foot is flexed, hand is on that heel. Give you just that little extra ringing out of the lungs as you exhale. Inhale, back to center. Exhale over, so reaching that opposite hand towards the back of that thigh, wringing out the lungs. Inhale, center. Exhale, over. So use those arms. If you've ever rowed a boat, think of that motion with your hands to kind of pull you around. If that thigh is not an option and the heel on the other side, you can use the 2 closest to you instead of all the way over. A few more. Last 2. Last one, we're gonna hold here, sitting up nice and tall, looking over that shoulder. If you feel so inclined, you can reach that hand from the heel around the hip to give yourself just a little bit of binding. And inhale all the way back to center. Extend that foot out, roll it around, bring a little circulation to it before we head over to that other side. Excellent. Bend that in, over to the other side. Front toe is pointed, back foot is flexed. Again, we're going to exhale over the legs. Inhale up, exhale over the arm. Last 3 each side. Last one, we'll meet right back up here. And coming up. This time we're gonna ring it out. Remember, you can reach for the heel and the thigh or the heel and the thigh as you exhale. So inhale, sitting up nice and tall. Exhale as you rotate, ringing out those lungs. Inhale, back to center. Exhale, ring it out. Sitting up nice and tall, lengthening through the spine first, and then ringing it out. 2 more. Last one, we're gonna hold here. You have that option, same hand as foot, reaching it around the hip, looking over that shoulder. And as you exhale, releasing head, the neck, the chest, the ribs, and the abdominals, grabbing that knee, taking it out to the side, rolling it back and forth, waking it up just a little bit. All right, before we hit our Shavasana, we gotta get our little astronaut in there. So we're gonna come up nice and tall, lengthen through the spine. Remember, when you come back, you're hinging back, then pulling the belly button in and up. Holding the arms here. Try to have those arms parallel to your legs. Grab the back of the thighs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back, hinge. Round out. You're gonna lift that leg, grab the ankle, rotate towards that leg. Pointing that toe. Exhale, back to the center, holding that leg, shoulders back and down, dropping the elbows in, sitting up nice and tall. Release that knee, grab the back of the thighs, inhale, lift. Exhale, back, lift both legs. Holding onto those legs. Release those feet to the floor. Inhale, lift. Exhale, back. We're gonna rotate over to the other side, reaching that leg. Hand comes out, holding here. Pointing that toe. Exhale, bring it back up, holding onto that leg, shoulders back and down, dropping the elbows. Bending that knee, holding the back of the legs. Inhale, lift. Last one here in the center. Exhale, back. You have the choice, you can stay here or take the legs long. You also have the choice to hold on or take the arms off the legs. Two more breaths. Bend the knees, grab the back of the thighs. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round all the way down to the floor into your Shavasana, walking your feet down. Before you settle totally in, take those legs side to side, wiggling through the hips. 3, 2, 1. Wait for the wiggle to stop. Anchor your heels in, point and flex your feet till your head starts to bob. 4, 3, 2, 1, and then relax. Once everything settles in, walk those shoulder blades underneath the body, relaxing into Shavasana. With each exhale, allow your body to sink into the mat, melting into the floor, allowing any stress or tension to leave the body. On your next exhale, walk those feet up one at a time, bringing the knees up to the chest, rolling side to side, massaging that low back. When you're ready, let those legs fall to the left side of the body, turning your head and neck away from the knees. You can choose to have your hands resting on your rib cage or extend the arm out, turning the head and neck away from the knees. If that arm is outstretched, bring it back to the ribs, kind of anchoring those elbows in, inhaling those knees back to the ceiling, little side to side Massaging out any other knots that may be there. And when you're ready, let those legs fall to the right side of the body. Resting the hands on the ribs or turning the head and neck away, extending through the arm. On your next exhale, slowly bringing those arms to the ribs. Find a comfortable position on the right side of the body. Allowing that head and neck to be resting on the arm, keeping that neck in alignment with the spine. On your next exhale, using that left hand, push yourself up to a comfortable seated position. Taking one leg out front, slowly rotating around whichever direction that front foot is. And last one, this direction, change your feet and change directions. Last two. Excellent. Coming center, shrug those shoulders up, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Roll them back and around, press to the front, round out through the spine. Sitting up nice and tall, round up again, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Pressing out to the side. One more time, rolling up and around, squeezing him in. Then opening the chest gently, pressing back, turning the hands up. Breathing in, one for the mind. Exhaling to the side. Breathing in, one for the body. Exhaling to the other side. And breathing in, one for the spirit. Bringing the hands heart center. Namaste. Thank you for sharing.